Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
In motion is Barner. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Darnold. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on fourth down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Here we go. Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted.
Burrow's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. straight ahead. It's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
We got set.
In motion is Barner.
Hey, set.
They'll run the toss with Walker. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Seahawk field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Behind.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Burrow to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Gun.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this 1st half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Walker. And he'll take this to about the 28. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Leonard Williams in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pick up there of 19 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now he'll run it. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Stop. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll buy time left. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
To throw on first down is Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's taken in, and he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is fourth down.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter four-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. Darnold to the air once more. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
180.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
29-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. 180. Nice hot. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yoshiba. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
On one, ready?
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Gun. Stop.
Brown is in. Cincinnati.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, like the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. And he's going to give himself up, dives to the turf. Bit of a strange return there. We're going to start with very poor field position.
We're going to start.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
This one, deep downfield for Chase. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Second down, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibov. Through the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. He is out of bounds, and really a head-scratcher there. They try the fake on the extra point, and they get nothing to show for it. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
We're going to start.
Darnold to throw on first down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. but I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast. And
oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Turner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for
Hello there, buddy.
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Darnold from the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Demetrius Knight coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go. Right 80. Right shot. 11. Shot.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
11 Thomas.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
12. Shot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Hey, we got to keep
So
it
from
going.
Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Cincinnati.
11 mighty. 12.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 mighty. Shot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Bengals first down.
11 MT.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
12. Shot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. Hey, can. 11. 11. Shot.
Here's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right 80. Right shot. Shot.
Burrow looking to pass. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Shot. Right 80. 11 MT tape. Shot.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
We go set. Set.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And Walker once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And Walker has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards
They'll
to
be in
go.
search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Darnold now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question can... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
He will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Can. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They go play action with Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Burrow going for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. That's caught. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there. Hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job.
Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sticking with Walker on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, here's Walker. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Brown will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They try and run forward here with Brown. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to throw, Darnold. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Demetrius Knight able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
At the 42-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. And he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Open man right side is caught complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. On the give here, Charbonnet.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd and 6.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Toss left side for Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go. 180. It's hot. Hot. Hot.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11. Here we go. Hey, can.
And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all my friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their plate sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13, big 13.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
An inside give, Brown. Well, the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. Handle the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Well, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know.
Look, don't quit, nigga. He shitty, bro. He quit it. He quit it. I ain't even have to score it. Now he quit it, bro. That nigga quit it, man. I could have scored on it right there. Hey, he got mad and threw his joystick. Hey.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And away we go from Lumen Field. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go.
Ready!
Here he is on 3rd and short. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Gets everything he has under this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. He had some trouble with that kick, but still gets it to go in the bottom left corner. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets this down near the 30.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
Burrow on 1st down. Flush down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have 2nd and pretty long here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Chase Brown, his intended target out of the backfield. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
It's 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's 3rd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
He's going for it himself. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Let's get set. Right, 80. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
4th down. Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
We go, son. Go 80. Red 80. Go 80. Hey, son.
Throwing here, Darnold. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and a defense ignited.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Slot man motioned over. Working near his goal line. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. Along the right sideline, there's space. Kenneth Walker at the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back to watch them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Samaje Perine on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Chased out to his right. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
He's got Kasicki complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
11 MT.
That's good for a Bengals first down. gain of 14.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Hey, we got
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow now on first down. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Get set. 180. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're ready to drop it.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
10-yard loss on the play.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. Throw left side. Caught by Higgins. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here we go. 180. Raise up.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
The final throw before the break. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get their first point of this game just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
So not just settling for one here. They're going to try to chip a couple points off that halftime deficit.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Burrow. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Piran. And the dive ends in uninspiring return. They've got some work ahead of themselves. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the half with a give to Brown. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
I'm about to do so
On one, ready?
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Let's get set. Stop.
They'll run again with Brown. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
1-1, ready? Here we go. Stop. Right 80. Right hot.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. This connects with Higgins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right hot. Stop.
Brown on the inside give. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On 2, ready?
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Right 80.
Kiss this game goodbye, bro. I'm tired of fooling around with your ass. I'm tired of it.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Brown again. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
You gotta play in the ass, man. You playing around with you and shit. I'm tired of that shit, man. Cause you think I'm a kid. You think I'm somebody you can play with. I don't know nobody you can play with. So I'm about to put just a little tap to your ass and show you something. Show you that you ain't fucking with.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th.
On 1, ready?
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Let's get set. Stop.
Desperation time here. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing in double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Down, didn't he? I Yeah, that was unbelievable. You ain't never seen that shit.
On one, ready?
The ball's on the 48.
never
Here we
seen
go.
that shit.
First down.
It's over, man. You can kiss
Here we
this
go.
game goodbye.
180.
Now a timeout called just as the play clock was down to 2. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. Stop.
The run with Brown. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Cincinnati.
You might as well quit, buddy. This game is over.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 180.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Bengals losing by 4.
On one, ready?
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down.
Gun. Stop.
Now to throw. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Looking to throw it. He gets it to Fant. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
2nd and 6.
Give on second is Brown. And 2 yards are all he can get. It's 3rd down. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. Here he is to throw. Buying some time right. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And this one does not go far. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either.
Here we go. 180.
He'll look to throw it. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
Back to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On one, ready?
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
To throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Has it in close. And they got him. They took him down before he could get to that goal line. No time left. Zeros on the clock. This game's over. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll get this past the 20 before he... brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
2nd and a yard.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Ready?
We're going to go right back to Henry. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A first down throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Shamar Stewart in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd down. Jackson. Forced to his right. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. An even 40 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal.
We've seen his big play potential as a receiver, so I don't think it's a surprise to see them work in a little bit of a changeup and give him the ball on the ground. Held to a small gain here, but they don't mind. He still had enough to pick up the first down.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals 7-yard line.
Again, it'll be Henry. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Rushed to his left, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
Here we go, here we go. Right in. Stop.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right in.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. It is 2nd and 6.
Gun. Done.
Now, Burrow. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's complete. It's Yosibon. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Chase Brown, touchdown, Bengals.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Block my man. Do that shit to you.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
One more, ready?
Jackson now to throw on first down. Taking off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. In motion goes Likely. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. 1st and 10.
Get up! Ready! Get up!
Now, Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. Now, timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He pushed this one to the right. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Set.
Burrow now. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's get set. Set.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Here we go. Set. Right.
A carry here for Brown. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with a first down.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here we go.
First down to Cincinnati.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
He'll manage only a couple. Kenny Buchanan is there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow to throw. Falling away, what a throw. He drops it in there. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Bengals first down.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. We'll work this out wide to Pira. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
To throw is Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
Now it's Pira, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Brown. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Then I always get the field goal and make it long.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. He runs with it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
4th down.
Now Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. So time becoming a factor, down 2 scores. They do have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with. Open right side is likely. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
1st and 10.
Back to the air one more time. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
They'll send Flowers in motion. On the run to the right. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On 2.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Can.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Moving to his right. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Rolling right. Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds. Up close to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
24-yard gain.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On 1, ready?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. He's going to look downfield once again. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. A pickup of 44 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Now, Burrow. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
Nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Jackson. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They put together a complete football game. As they finish this one, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Broke ass niggas gotta get some money. That's just a little stack right there. That ain't shit. Being having shit. Get some money. Broke ass nigga. This for all them broke ass, hating ass niggas. Go get some money. I'm ending my live off like this. Broke ass niggas gotta get some money. starting my live off like this. Broke ass niggas gotta get some money and stop hating. The fuck off my live. Broke ass niggas gotta get some money. Instead of